Hello friends and welcome to Saitama Stacker channel. My name is Dean. I'll be your host today. I am being plagued by gremlins right now. This is about the 7th time I've started this video and things keep crashing. I just reset my computer. Hopefully this one is the trick. Folks, if you're watching for the first time, I only make these videos for entertainment, education, and community building around the Saitama token. Please do your own research before deciding whether or not Saitama, or really any investment for that matter, is right for you in your portfolio. All right, we can see here just right out of the gate that Saitama is having a little bit of a pullback after we saw a couple major days of gains and run-ups. And this plays out pretty nicely for me, not to be greedy, but I'll let you know here why. Well, I'm going to make a video about the Ledger Nano X and how to buy Saitama using the Ledger Live platform. So I've been talking about it for several days. I'm going to take advantage of this price pullback and go ahead and make that video. All right, let's take a quick look at what's going on with fundamentals for Saitama. Today is January the 5th, 2022. We currently have 306,000 holders, an increase of 1,846 from yesterday. Our current market cap is $3.239 billion. That would rank us 54th among all cryptocurrencies. Okay. Now I get that number from comparing our market cap to CoinGecko's top 100 list, and we would end up slotting in right here below Harmony in the 54th spot. Okay. So pretty amazing. Less than a year to be a top 100 crypto and really almost cracking the top 50. That's a great place to be. There's a lot of jealous projects out there that wish that they had this kind of growth and community support. So props to you for all the amazing work you're doing as a community. All right, the price currently 70738. Volume in the last 24 hours, just under 60 million. So continues to be pretty robust. A little bit of a pullback from the last 2 days. We know that the Saitamask is launching here soon. There's a countdown clock going, I'll show in just a minute. But there's a lot of questions in the community about what's going to happen in these next 2 days prior to the Saitamask launch. That's what the bulk of this video is going to be about. I'll give you my thoughts and maybe some of my own plans there too. Okay, the burn continues to tick along, 56.11%. Our burn speedometer would say, based on our current volume and price, it would take 62 days at the current rate to burn 1%, or we would be burning about 5.9% annually. The 10-day moving average for the burn, 3.21, and in the last 24 hours, we have burned 3 trillion tokens, right? Millions, billions, trillions. Okay. 4 trillion. Let's say 4 trillion. 399.99.99 sounds like a car ad on a price, but 4 trillion tokens burned. All right, let's jump in. Let's look at this countdown clock for Saitamask. Okay, it's showing 2 days, 19 hours, and 6 minutes. Based on what time it is here currently, I did do the math this time, and that would put the Saitamask launch at Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so pretty nice time to do it on a weekend when everybody should be available, have a chance to poke around in there, and then in the afternoon where people are out and about and awake. If you're on the other side of the world, apologies, it's going to happen in the middle of the night. All right, but we're getting down to the wire here. Okay, and that's causing a lot of questions. Now, before I get into those questions, I'm going to show you a couple other really cool things that are going on in the community and surrounding the token. This is Dextools. When we look at what's going on with Dextools, Saitama is trending #1 in their hot pairs category. It says these pairs reflect how popular and trending they are among the community. Saitama #1. Has been for most of the day, because I noticed this earlier today. I think it's amazing. One other thing that I think we should all take note of for tomorrow is that in Russell's Twitter feed, if I get a chance to pull it here. Oh, I'm still inside. That's good. With having to reset my computer, it reset my browser as well. but we'll just scroll down and take a look. Here's his announcement 4 hours ago. Nasdaq interview tomorrow. Can't wait. We'll let y'all know when it's scheduled to air. Don't worry, I won't wear the blue shirt. I don't care what shirt he wears. I can tell you this is a big interview. The Nasdaq's one of the major stock exchanges in the United States, and there should be a lot of eyes on that. And which eyes are they? They're the eyes of the investing public. And the Nasdaq tends to be more of the companies that are a little bit more volatile. If you were to look at the New York Stock Exchange, the big blue chip companies, while there are some in the Nasdaq trends more towards technology and is a little more volatile. So these are people who are looking for investment opportunities that will be watching that interview. I think it's going to be great. And quite frankly, it's an opportunity for Russ to do what Russ does really well, in my opinion. It's the reason I'm here talking about this now. I was watching videos back in August of this guy, Russ AMA, talking about this coin that had very little going on at the time, but his enthusiasm and his confidence talking about the project had me believing with this type of leadership, we might be able to do big things. And here we are several months later, 5 months later, and the project is doing amazing things. So that's something to look forward to. I think that could be really, really cool. All right. So I watched a live stream today with 4 popular YouTube personalities, all 4 of them people who talk about Saitama. It was Austin Hilton, Zach Humphreys, Jake Gagan popped in, and Ryan Patrick. Okay. And I was able to catch this whole live stream on my way home in post. I listened to it after it already happened. But the questions that I can see that they're getting are the same questions I'm getting in my videos. And those questions are about what will happen when Saitamask launches in terms of the price. A lot of people are saying it's a possible pump and dump or an opportunity for people to buy the rumor and sell the news, which is a popular thing in investment strategy, okay? Because the rumors about things happening create a lot of excitement. And then after the excitement ends, when the event actually happens, there tends to be a downward trend on the attention that whatever it is getting, and therefore maybe some price slump. Okay, now why as a community are we so concerned about this? Let me give you a little bit of context. If we look at the Saitama chart and we go back 90 days, we're going to capture the original Saitamask launch party. Okay, those of us who had the token all the way through this, things got very exciting. And then over time, with the next couple of days, not so exciting. It was really actually quite disappointing. But we had a nice run up leading into that. And then the day before, the 2 days before, the day of the party, the price of Saitama just blew up. Okay. My personal bag was insane. It was enough that I wish I had taken profits. I actually, to this point, have never sold in profit taking. I did sell some Saitama recently to figure out how the Ledger Nano X works so I can do a tutorial video, and I'm going to buy back some of that tonight as I make that video. That'll be coming soon. So this is why the community is concerned. Okay. Now we see the CertiK audit passes and we start talking about the launch of Saitamask, and we're having a run up, but it's nowhere near as dramatic. And this one I think is actually quite a bit different than the last time they had a launch party. We didn't really know what to expect. There was a lot of hype. We didn't know much about other projects that would be coming to the platform after it launches. And now we're a lot more familiar with what's going on. So am I planning on taking profits? The answer is, quite frankly, it depends. Okay. If it does this exponential rise in price, it might be crazy for anybody to not think, well, do I look at taking some profits? And then if there's a pullback, maybe I can buy back my tokens and have some additional capital on hand, or maybe I can buy back more tokens than I had. But is it going to have a massive run up? Honestly, I don't really know. We'll have to wait and see. I hope not, actually. I hope that we have nice, steady price action, that it's increasing as the holders increase, as the attention to the project increases. But to have just a huge spike and a drop, not really very fun It's fun for people who sell at the top, but people who buy at the top are, of course, not as excited. Okay. Now, when Shiba Inu launched their Shiba Swap back in July, there was a little bit of excitement prior to that. Okay. Here's the July timeframe, but look at their chart. Quite frankly, not a lot happened there, you know? And then after it launched, they really just kind of had a consolidation phase that lasted about 90 days. Okay. I can remember your pop, who I watched at the time pretty much religiously. He was doing everything in his power just to stay positive, believe in the project, you know, it's going to go. And it did eventually. It actually did amazing there in October, but it was like 90 days of consolidation. Well, Shiba Swap and the Saitamask launch are going to be very, very different. Okay. In that the cryptocurrencies don't work the same way. Okay. So when Saitamask launches, coins that are listed on Saitamask will be paired with Saitama. And therefore, every time there's a transaction to purchase those tokens, there'll be a sell of Saitama, which will create more volume, which creates more burn and creates more reflections. Okay. So if we don't see a crazy run up, I probably won't take any profit or sell other than to diversify my Saitama into some of the other projects that'll be listed on Saitamask. Notably for me right now, Lily token. I'm trying to decide how much do I want to put there. I think I am going to take a position in that, and I'll probably be talking about it on the other channel that I started. Okay. I'll just briefly mention that. Okay. I did start another YouTube channel called TheCryptoStacker. This channel is for folks to be able to ask me about any cryptocurrency, and I'll do my best to try to look at those projects, talk about them, make my observations. But people just ask me, Dean, why didn't you just rebrand your channel? You could have just used the platform that you already have. But if you go back to my early videos, I am on a Saitama journey. Okay. I am the Saitama Stacker. This channel is for Saitama. I have a huge goal. It's one of the biggest goals I've ever set in my life. Quite frankly, I thought I would fail, but we're still here 5 months later. You guys have been so supportive. Saitama has done amazing. My major goals were Saitama as a top 100 cryptocurrency and 1 million holders. And I figured if it gets there, just for being an investor in Saitama, the reward is going to be great. Okay. So, but I get questions every single day. Will I make a video about X? This is where I'm going to do it. So if you're interested in that, please jump over to the CryptoStacker channel. There will be a link in the description. Watch a video, leave a comment, and let me know what you want me to talk about. We'll do it over there. Saitama Stacker channel, dedicated to Saitama. It's going to remain my #1 focus until I reach my goal. Okay. After that, we'll see what happens. All right. Sorry for the sidebar there. Let's jump back over really briefly and talk about why I think this one is going to be different. Okay. So the Saitamask launch, here's the catch, right? It isn't just they're launching a wallet and then people can trade on the wallet, or you can buy Saitama, you can trade for your tokens. You're trading in Saitama. It's going to drive up the volume. It's going to force people essentially, like if you want to buy Lily token, you have to buy Saitama. Then you have to swap it for Lily on the Saitamask. It's the only place you're going to be able to get it. So I don't think that the way this is set up is really similar to what we saw in November, but it remains to be seen. All right, folks, I am going to show you my reflections for the last 24 hours, and then I'm going to sign off and start working on my tutorial for Ledger. In the last 24 hours, I've received 35,600,000 free Saitama tokens as part of the reflections or rewards program for just being a Saitama holder. That brings my total rewards since November 21st to 2,564,000,000 free tokens. All right, I'm going to part with 2 billion of those on Friday. I'll start a live stream between 11:30 and noon Mountain Time. Okay, so that's 10:30 and 11 Pacific, and that would be 2 o'clock East Coast time. Okay. So watch, I'll put out an invite tomorrow. Jump on with me. All you really have to do is get involved in the Twitter giveaway. I'll put a post. You can retweet it. That's your entrance. And then we'll do a random drawing, and I'll be giving away 2 billion Saitama tokens on Friday. So exciting stuff, folks. Hey, I hope you're having an amazing day. Please check back with me soon. We'll watch our Saitama stacks grow together.